Hello everyone, I'm Renowned Zero, and today we're going to be talking about Jennifer Lawrence attempting to walk back her false claims about being the first female action star. She said that's certainly not what she meant to say. No, she meant to say it. She was definitely virtue signaling and acting like she was the first female action star. She knew what she was doing. She just knows that she got extreme backlash. She got extremely clowned on Twitter by pretty much everyone, including her own peers, and people just laughed at her. And now she doesn't want to seem like she's dumb and unintelligent, so now she's trying to simply walk it back, which no one's giving her that. No one's allowing her to do that. We're just gonna call her out on that BS because you deserve to be called out on your BS. So we're gonna jump right into this article from Bounding Into Comics. Jennifer Lawrence attempts to walk back her false claims about female action stars. That's certainly not what I meant to say at all, like I said already, she absolutely meant to say it. She just didn't expect people to completely clown her ass. Jennifer Lawrence is receiving some serious heat from movie fans after falsely claiming that Hollywood did not have a female-led action movie until 2012's The Hunger Games. Lawrence recently did a sit-down interview with actress Viola Davis for Variety and said nobody had ever put a female woman lead in an action movie into it because it wouldn't work. We were told boys and girls can both identify with a male lead, but boys can't identify with a female lead, which I've already gone through this in a previous video. After an intense backlash by film fans and critics alike, Lawrence is walking back her infamy false statement about being the first female lead in an action film. Speaking with the Hollywood Reporter on Thursday, Lawrence tried to clarify her comments. That's certainly not what I meant to say at all. I already said, yes, that was absolutely what she meant to say. I know that I'm not the only woman who's ever led an action film. See, now you're just playing dumb at this point, and we're not going to take that. People know you're bullshit. What I meant to emphasize was how good it feels, and I meant that with Viola to blow past these old myths that you hear about the chatter, that you would hear about that kind of thing. But it was my blunder and it came out wrong. I had the nerves talking to a living legend. Viola Davis is not a living legend. Pretty much the only thing people probably know her from is How to Get Away with Murder and The Woman King. That's actually notable. You were not the best Mystique. You were inferior Mystique. You played it well, played it pretty good, but you were not the best Mystique. Sorry, that's just facts. Ironically enough, in the interview with Viola Davis, Lawrence expressed her concern with doing press reviews because she worries about how her intelligence will be received given the fact that she is a middle school dropout. Again, you got clowned. From my experience, the biggest hindrance to my craft has been press, doing interviews. Every time I do an interview, I just think, I can't do this to myself again. You sit down next to somebody, talk for an hour and a half. A month goes by, you have no idea what they're going to use. You don't know what it's going to be in context, and I just know I'm going to sound stupid. It's not going to be as articulate as it is in my mind. Again, you sound stupid because you said something stupid and factually incorrect. And you got called out for it, and you got backlash for it because you are a dummy. Every time I sit down and I'm like, I can't do it again. I really can't. I feel like my character and I'm always very self-conscious about my intellect because I didn't finish school. I dropped out of middle school. Lawrence said, exactly. I don't know why you think you're intelligent, though. Davis consoled Lawrence by telling her, you're highly articulate. Not in this instance. Lawrence continued, and it's so antithetical to what I do. I don't want anybody to know or think they know what I'm like or that I'm at home or that I'm supposed to be a mirror. I'm supposed to be a vessel. I'm supposed to be all these different things, and you shouldn't look at me and remember that I got married in Rhode Island a few years ago. My husband's an art dealer and all these things, and it's so antithetical. And I feel like I lose so much control over my craft every time I have to do a press for a movie. Yeah, clearly you fucked up. You're trying to walk it back. No one cares. Everyone knows you're unintelligent. You're not as smart as you think you are, and you think you're better than the plebs. We understand this. We've known this for years with your TDS, okay? We understand this. And your dumb takes, your constant dumb takes, by the way. Especially with your shitty line in Dark Phoenix that says, when women do all the work, we should be called the X people. Well, fuck you. In a 2018 interview with 60 Minutes, Lawrence admitted that she did not finish school and opted to go into acting rather than finish her education. I dropped out of middle school. I don't technically have an GED or a diploma. I am self-educated, she said. She continued, Quote, I struggled through school, I never felt very smart, and when I'm reading the script, I feel like I know exactly what it would look like if somebody felt that way. That was a whole part of my brain that I didn't even know existed, something that I could be confident in, and I didn't want to let it go. Lawrence had no regret about her education level, stating that she wanted to forge her own path to success. Quote, I found what I wanted to do and I didn't want anything getting in the way of it, and even friends for many years were not as important to me as my career, which is stupid. Your friends will always be there. Your career will not. Your career will eventually fade away. If you stay friends with if you stay good friends with people, they'll always be there. Your career won't always be there. Over the last few years, Lawrence has taken to engaging in politics and political activism. Her activism has seen her go to war with her own parents, linking them to Nazis because of their political beliefs. Because again, she's dumb and she doesn't know what an actual Nazi is. How do you sit here on your high horse? You didn't even finish middle school, which, by the way, you can look up what a Nazi was, and you try to call other people these things because you are a dumbass and you're uneducated. Maybe you should try educating yourself. She was asked by Vanity Fair's Karen Valby if her parents had forgiven her for her political beliefs. Lawrence replied, I don't know, I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, no, there were certain things. In the Orange Man presidency, there were certain things that happened over the last 5 years that are unforgivable, and it's been wild. Again, as I said in the last video, you watch MSM. You just go along with the same narrative as every other dummy in Hollywood because you are a dummy yourself. You couldn't even get through simple middle school, yet you're out here trying to educate other people. If you can't even get through simple middle school, you should not even open your mouth when it comes to politics, especially if you are an actor that benefits off of the regular working class to even have a paycheck. She continued, it's wild to disagree on things you never thought you never. There's no way we're going to disagree on this in 2021. White supremes, attacking the cathedral, Nazis being bad guys, or just science, I don't know. Again, you are not knowledgeable in any of these things. So kindly shut the fuck up. In 2017, while promoting her climate change film Mother, Lawrence claimed that hurricanes were nature's wrathful response to the election of the Orange Man, which once again, you have TDS. Probably nowhere near as bad as Mark Hamill or Mark Ruffalo, but my god, again, you are an NPC just like them. She told Britain's Channel 4 it has been proven through science that human activity, the climate change is due to human activity and we will continue to ignore it, and the only voice that we really have is through voting, and we voted and it was really startling. You're watching these hurricanes now and it's really hard, especially while promoting this movie, not to feel Mother Nature's rage or wrath. Again, you're dumb. You're retarded. Sorry to say it, but you're quite dumb. Lawrence has also carried the water for the feminist movement that concerns the wage gap that does not exist. It's already been proven that men make more money because they take the harder jobs, they work more overtime. And again, you are an adult pretender. You should be grateful you even get to do that here, and you even have a paycheck, because those working people who do the jobs that no one else wants to do, like electrician, plumber, and all these other blue-collar jobs, it's because of them why you have a paycheck and why you're able to do what you're able to do. So, for once in your life, be grateful. Lawrence took exception to the fact that she only earned $25 million for the Netflix film Don't Look Up compared to her co-star Leonardo DiCaprio, who banked $30 million for the film, implying that her genitalia was the reason why she was paid less. No, the reason you were paid less is because you don't have the star power like a Leonardo DiCaprio. People, I'm pretty sure, did not watch this film because of Jennifer Lawrence. I'm pretty sure people watched this film because of Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is a great actor. You are not as great as Leonardo DiCaprio. That's why he got paid more. Plain and simple. It's the same problem I'm pretty sure you had with the movie Passengers with Chris Pratt. And you were busy complaining that Chris Pratt made more money than you, meanwhile he's more popular than you've ever been. So, Lawrence told Vogue magazine, it doesn't matter how much I do, I'm still not going to get paid as much as that guy because of my genitalia. What are your thoughts about Lawrence being self-conscious and about sounding like a moron? My thoughts are, once again, Figure out why you're not getting paid as much as the male actor. Has nothing to do with what's between your legs. It has to do with their acting ability is better than your acting ability. They bring more butts in the seats. They put more butts in the seats, excuse me. They bring more people to the theater. Your name does not sell movies. Hunger Games, the first one, the second one were good. After that, it fell downhill. And you haven't really done much besides like X-Men First Class, Passengers, Mother. Like, you're not doing these great, amazing movies. Now, X-Men First Class was really good. I liked it. But you were not the best as Mystique. The original woman that played Mystique was better than you. You do not bring the butts into the seats like these other male actors do. They're more well known. They're better at their job than you are. So maybe it's a you problem that you need to get better at your job. Or you could continue to get paid less because you're not working on your craft like the other people are doing all the time. Those are my thoughts on this, everyone. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button if you do like the video. Comment below what you think about all this. Subscribe for more content like this. I'm trying to do game reviews. I'm in the middle of playing things like Callisto Protocol, Sonic Frontiers, Plague Tale Requiem, and soon I'll be playing Crisis Core Reunion. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.